Hey cat lovers, and welcome back to another video. Cats are adorable, period. And as every cat guardian knows, their little toe beans and paw pads are especially awe-worthy. But even though they look super soft and so squishable, your cat might not react well to having their paws touched. That's why we're going to reveal why cats' paws are so sensitive, directions for touching your cat's paws, and what your cat's response means. If you enjoy this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more cat tips and tricks. Now let's get started. Why cats' paws are so sensitive. Along with the belly and the base of the tail, a cat's paws are some of the most sensitive areas on their body. Cat paws contain very high concentrations of nerve receptors to help them feel their surroundings and develop their understanding of the world around them. As such, they are sensitive to touch. They are so sensitive that they can even detect small vibrations in the ground. This sensitivity also plays a big role in how cats navigate different surfaces. For example, they can instinctively avoid overly hot pavement or uncomfortable textures just through paw contact. Some studies suggest cats can even detect electromagnetic fields or subtle changes in air pressure through their paws. This helps explain their uncanny ability to sense approaching storms or earthquakes. So the next time your cat seems jumpy for no reason, it might be their paws picking up on something you can't. In fact, some cat guardians report their pets acting restless or hiding before natural disasters. Further evidence that those little paws may be more powerful than we think. It's like they have their own built-in radar system. Alongside their heightened sense of smell and hearing, cats have very fine-tuned sense of touch through their whiskers and their paws. Cats can learn a lot about their surroundings through their paws, from texture to pressure and temperature. When hunting, they use their paws to feel the vibrations of nearby movement to get a better idea of where their prey is. As such, a cat's paw is extremely sensitive. This means that many cats react adversely to their paws being touched, as it can lead to sensory overload. Plus, it restricts their sensory intake, so they can quickly get stressed out. Directions for touching your cat's paw. When touching your cat's paw, it's important to take the right steps to ensure that your cat feels safe. As we've discussed, most cats don't like having their paws touched. It may make them feel uncomfortable or even unsafe, so it is important to approach touching your cat's paw in the right way and to prioritize their boundaries and well-being. Before you try to touch your cat's paw, you should establish a strong, trusting relationship with them. This is the most important factor when it comes to touching your cat's paw. Even if you do everything correctly, if you do not have a trusting relationship established, your cat will likely react badly to having their paw touched. So make sure to build a lot of trust. If this is a new cat, it will take some time and you will have to put in the effort. Start by spending time with them in the same room so they get used to your presence. You can slowly work your way up to petting them, but make sure to respect their boundaries. Never force your cat to do anything, as it will do more harm than good for your relationship. Make sure to create a safe environment for your cat and let them know that you are a safe space. Ensure that all their basic needs are met and reward them for good behavior. Building a relationship with a cat takes time, and every cat is different. But with consistent effort and a lot of patience, you will eventually start to build a rewarding and trusting relationship with your cat. Once your cat trusts you, you can try touching their paw. This might be a process where you will have to stop and come back to it later several times. The most important thing is respecting your cat's boundaries. If your cat reacts negatively, make sure to give them plenty of space before trying again. You should start with positive reinforcement, so make sure to have lots of treats. It is also important to be very gentle and to make your movements slow and predictable for your cat. Don't grab their paws out of nowhere, as it is more likely to freak them out. Instead, make sure that your hands are visible and your movements are slow and gentle. Use a calm, soft voice. You can start by petting your cat in areas that you know that they're comfortable with, like the back or head. Eventually, once they seem comfortable with being petted, you could try touching their paw. What it means if your cat pulls their paw away. If your cat pulls their paw away or seems to dislike it when you touch their paw, it may be indicative of a few different things. One explanation could be that you have not established a strong enough relationship with your cat. Whether or not your cat will let you touch their paw is a good way to test how strong your relationship is. If your cat is fully comfortable around you, chances are they will let you touch their paw. This is not to say that they enjoy having their paw touched, but they know you aren't posing any threat to them. So if your cat seems consistently uncomfortable with you touching their paw, it might mean that they don't trust you enough. However, even if your cat does fully trust you, they still might not let you touch their paws. One of the most common explanations is that your cat simply does not like having their paws touched. As we discussed, a cat's paws are very sensitive. Plus, as cats tend to be quite vigilant, they may feel uncomfortable having one of their paws restrained, as it means they won't be able to react quickly to any potential threats that come their way. So if your cat dislikes having their paws touched, respect their boundaries and avoid touching their paws as much as possible. You can get a gauge on how much your cat trusts you in other ways, like booping their nose or touching their belly. You can also tell how much your cat trusts you by watching their body language. If your cat seems fully relaxed around you, it is a good indication that they trust you. Cats are naturally vigilant and they don't like to be caught off guard. So if your cat often lounges or sleeps around you, especially with their belly exposed, it's another great sign that they feel safe around you. Another reason your cat may pull their paw away from your touch is if they are injured or in pain. This is more likely if your cat usually does not have any problems with their paws being touched, but they are suddenly reacting negatively. It is not uncommon for cats, especially outdoor cats, to sustain injuries to their paws as they are walking or jumping around. This is especially likely for more hyper or curious cats, as they may get scratches or bruises on their paws more easily. If your cat's paws are sore or injured, it will be more sensitive than it already is, so they will have a particularly adverse reaction to your touch. Older cats or cats with arthritis may also dislike having their paws touched. If you suspect your cat has injured one of their paws, try your best to get a close look at it. If it looks severe or infected, make sure to visit your veterinarian to get a professional opinion. There are some times when it's necessary to touch your cat's paw, like when trimming their nails. In these instances, it is important to have built a trusting relationship with your cat. Your cat should know that they are completely safe, even in the presence of the clippers, and that you are not going to hurt them. You should also give your cat plenty of warning before you touch their paw. Start by petting them in safer, more comfortable areas like their back, face, and down their legs. Give them lots of pets before you attempt to touch their paws. Make sure to be very careful and gentle, and give your cat time in between paws if they need it. If your cat reacts negatively by batting your hand away or hissing, for example, do not try to force it. Give them time and space to calm down before you try again. It is also a great idea to have treats on hand to distract your cat and build up a positive association with the clippers. Give them lots of praise and try to be as soothing as gentle in your voice and movements as possible. In any case, it is important to respect your cat's boundaries. Touching your cat's paws may take a lot of tries, but as long as you're consistent and patient and create a calm and comfortable environment for your cat, you should start to see progress soon enough. What it means if your cat lets you touch their paw. If your cat lets you touch their paw, this is an excellent sign that your cat fully trusts you. As we've discussed, most cats dislike having their paws touched. Because their paws are so sensitive and they rely on their paws for protection and threat detection, they can feel vulnerable or overwhelmed when their paws are being touched. So if you reach out to touch your cat's paw and they don't pull away, it means they feel safe enough to be vulnerable around you. This is a great indication that your cat feels very secure and that you've established a strong, trusting bond with them. If your cat allows you to touch their paw, consider yourself one of the lucky few. There aren't many people that a cat can feel comfortable with touching their paw. You should feel honored. Just make sure to not take advantage of their trust. Just because your cat is allowing you to touch their paw doesn't mean that you should touch their paws often. As we've discussed, most cats generally don't like having their paws touched. Even if your cat is tolerating it because they trust you, they probably still aren't enjoying it, so it is best to keep paw touching to a minimum. Even though the paw pads are absolutely adorable, it's best to admire them from a distance. In instances where you need to touch your cat's paws when trimming their nails, for example, it is still best to take it slow and pay attention to your cat's reaction. Just because they were comfortable with you touching their paws one time doesn't mean they will react the same way every time. It's always the best to respect your cat's boundaries and pay attention to their body language. Now we'd love to hear from you. Did your cat let you touch their paws? Comment below. And if you found this guide helpful, we invite you to check out one of these PAWSOME videos next. We'll see you there, cat lovers.